Austin Wayne posted of what I eat in a day video. Of course, I'm going to review it.
This video has been highly requested for quite a bit of time, and so this is going to be everything that I eat in a single day to sustain a male model physique. Even though I'm retiring from modeling, obviously, I got to keep the shredded physique 24/7. I have for pretty much the last decade. So, first of all, what am I drinking right now? This is going to be black coffee from my French press with a little...
Absolutely no offense to the guy whatsoever, but he does have noticeable dark eye circles. That's the only thing that I noticed in the videos where he walks in Thailand and Japan. When you see close-up shots, then the only thing which is problematic with his looks is really just the look of exhaustion, tiredness from the dark eye circles. I didn't know that he drinks coffee. Coffee is one of the main things that causes it for the people of today, seeing as so many drink this toxic seed water. That's too bad that he does. It's also working out and other kinds of stress that causes dark eye circles. And you can see them in this shot also. It's not as if they are super bad. I've seen way, way worse, but still, they are a bit too noticeable.
A bit of unsweetened almond milk, only 20 calories, and a little bit of sugar-free syrup. Now you could say, oh, Austin, that's not carnivore, that's not healthy. I really don't care, man. I want to have a latte in the morning.
Yeah, who cares what anybody says? It's just that it's more of a sign that you probably don't have natural energy. Well, you cannot, because if a human being wakes up, they feel good. They don't feel like they need anything extra. You, however, wake up and you feel like you need this coffee. That's why you should really work on your diet. I don't think that his diet is bad as far as I know, but it's obviously also not optimal. Whose diet is today anyway? We'll see what he eats. That will probably explain it.
And I don't want it to bring me out of my fasted state, which, by the way, guys, you will be in a fasted state.
That also causes dark eye circles. If you don't feel hungry in the morning, yeah, totally. I also don't most of the time. Depends on how much I did, especially the day before.
As long as you do not exceed 50 calories. Fun fact. So let's do a little morning physique check-in just to see where we're sitting at right now. Here's the physique that we're working with. I would say that I'm currently around 8 to 9% body fat. I have the lower abdominal veins, but I'm not crazy lean to where I'm just hungry 24/7 because that kind of sucks. Here's the back. Finally back to hitting weighted chin-ups again. So as you just saw, I just had pretty much 25 calories to begin the day in my coffee, and then I pretty much just have one big meal and then one little snack later in the day, and then that's all I will eat for the day, man. Really no snacking, nothing crazy. Today I'm not working out. It's going to be an off day. It is a Wednesday, but I will be walking for roughly about an hour to hit my daily steps. So without further ado, guys, let's get it.
It's all cool if you want to go out for a walk in nature, whatever. Do whatever you feel like doing, even if you feel like working out, which I can't imagine, but there could be some exceptions to that if you have a really high testosterone boost and just want to do something. I understand that. However, if you feel like you need to do this and this many steps, or some people go out for a run, they go to the gym and work out specifically for 1 or 2 hours, that's problematic because you're not listening to your body anymore. If he works out already, why would he then still need to get his steps in, so to speak? I would imagine that if you work out, you'd probably just want to chill the next day.
We're putting on my James Purse hoodie, very thin hoodie. And I know that a lot of you guys might think, oh, Austin, why are you wearing a freaking hoodie in the Bangkok heat? Well, I just kind of like hoodies, man. I'm not really a big...
Hoodies are my favorites. Yeah, always have been.
T-shirt guy. I like other hoodies, button-ups, or a tank top of some sort. So I like the t-shirts at all costs. And that's what we're going with. The watch, we're just going with a basic Japanese course. I picked this one up in Thailand. Super cheap watch, very good quality, and it's looks classy, man. It's got the genuine leather crocodile strap, and very good watch. Now we have the jewelry box. So first things first, it's going to be the Gucci necklace. Boom, this is actually my favorite necklace. There we go. It's got a little Swarovski crystal on it, 95 sterling, freaking sick. Now we have the rings. So first things first, I've never actually shown this, but this is one of my favorite rings. I picked this one up in Japan. It's got real 18 karat gold in the middle, then it's 95 sterling. It's kind of like a chrome heart style, but without being chrome hearts and being already so expensive. Next up, we have my dragon ring. This one is sick as well. It's right on the index. Rings, my philosophy is always 95 sterling. I think any other metal, especially for silver, it looks cheap, it looks a little tacky. So make sure to always go with 95. This one, kind of like a crayon. I think it's pretty dope. And then this one's got a crystal inside of it. Boom, got all the rings and watch one for the day. Now we gotta get the sunnies on. Everyone's asking me where I got.
It's not as if it necessarily looks bad, but I've never worn anything like that ever in my life. I think that I wore a necklace as a child with cross because of my family. It was made out of silver, which was pretty expensive at the time, for us anyway, and I lost it like 3 times. It was interesting. Even as a child, I thought, is this a sign that I shouldn't be wearing the cross? Kind of promoting, following this religion? I was like 8 years old or something, but I lost it 3 times in a row, which is why my family just gave up on buying me a new one. It just fell off. It's like this is off topic, but it's like the religion fell off me. You get what I mean? It's interesting. It just kind of reminded me of that, because that's the last time I ever really wore any jewelry, as far as I remember. He would look good, whatever he wears. Whatever, if he wants to. It's just funny, Gucci necklace and everything. To me, it seems like a waste of money. Except if he's rich, I guess it doesn't matter.
These from, by the way. Oh, I need to clean these. But these are actually just like really cheap, no branded glasses. I picked these up at a thrift store, man. Like, if you guys really want to like get into fashion.
Obviously, everybody looks better without sunglasses, because the eyes are the most important part of the face. Somebody could look pretty good, or it would seem like they look good, up until they take off their sunglasses and then you actually see their eyes. The eyes are, at the end of the day, everything. It makes you or breaks you. It's obvious that he's tall and probably good looking, even with the sunglasses on, but if his eyes would look different, he wouldn't be. Also, it's very bad for the eyes. The people who have eye problems are the ones who work in the mines, who are in the dark all the time. And if you wear sunglasses, yeah, maybe some sunlight gets to your eyes, but certainly not enough. It's kind of like you're in the dark.
Fashion without spending an outrageous amount of money, you got to start thrifting. Like, there are some good finds. Boom. And then we got to get the hood on with it to seal up the look. Fragrance of the day is going to be 1 Million Elixir, the best 1 million ever. It's very sweet, very vanilla, so 2 shots.
That's interesting. Why does he use that? That's strange. I hate the smell of artificial smells. All of this garbage. The only good smell of a human being is the natural smell. Yes, most people today maybe smell bad because of what they eat, of course. But if you eat raw meat, you smell very good. I know this from experience. Too many women have told me this.
We got the Cartier clutch for today. Yes, it's a woman's product. I don't care. I think it's cool. And the MCM backpack. Clutch goes in the backpack. Got all my wallets and AirPods, stuff like that.
I like he's not carrying the confidence. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, who cares?
And now, we're good to leave the house.
He loves himself. But that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's cool. That's why I like watching him. Because he's really in love with himself. Of course, you have the modern times of social media, mirrors everywhere, which wouldn't be the case in nature, but it is what it is. He's making the best out of it, sort of.
Officially buying the food for today. Now this is going to be grass-fed beef, ground beef from Australia, and this is only 400 baht for 1 kilogram, which is 1,000 grams. So every single day I'm gonna have 500 grams. So that amounts to roughly $60 a day just on meat, grass-fed, super high quality. Now they also have a Wagyu, which is very, very fire as well. Also grass-fed. It's gonna be a little bit fattier, but if you are new to the carnivore keto diet, this could be good, but it's gonna be harder to stay lean with extra fat. Now, super simple grocery list today, man. We're getting the beef, eggs.
You shouldn't stay this lean, really, at all. I think that he's maybe a bit too lean. If you feel good, then it's all good. But hormonally, if you want to produce enough testosterone, and of course as a woman also, your own hormones that you need, women may suffer a bit more with lower body fat, but men also do suffer. If you're lean, then at least eat a lot of fat. Eat mostly fat and protein, just a few carbs. That's really the best way to do it, because you do need to get the fat in somehow.
some more almond milk, and some cheese in bulk, and that is quite literally it.
I do wonder why he uses the almond milk. No idea. Almond milk has artificial calcium added to it, and of course all kinds of other artificial ingredients. The reason I mentioned that is because the calcium accumulates slowly but surely in the arteries. That's one cause of atherosclerosis, seeing as you have all of these artificial seed oils, minerals, and whatnot that accumulate there. Microplastics also. They actually analyzed what's in there, where it's all blocked, and that's what's in there. That's why you really have to be conscious of what you put into your body. And anything with artificial, any kind of minerals should be completely avoided.
You guys are going to see in the vlog, literally all I eat is beef, eggs, and cheese, pretty much nothing else. So let's get it.
That's good. Okay, great.
I'm getting this in bulk, so this should be enough for a week.
Alright, chill. I love how much taller he is than the people in Thailand anyway, for sure. But yeah, you buy your eggs, your meat, you go shopping once a week. Right on. Yeah, cool. No stress, no thinking about shopping, getting this and that. Just meat, eggs, and coffee also.
I just got home, guys. The food is currently cooking, but now it is time to take my supplements. Now
I'm pretty sure that you could eat this meat raw. And he's cooking it in the background, meaning that it's probably going to be overcooked, right? Because if you cook ground meat, if anything, you should just put it in the pan, turn it around, and take it out after like 20-30 seconds. Because it's such small pieces. You overcook it so quickly, and then you lose over 50% of the nutrients. If you cook it as much as him, we'll see how it looks like, then you destroy over 90%. That's just the reality of cooking. Then better just cook thick steaks. You make the meat warm, which I assume is the reason why you cook the meat in the first place. But then you leave it raw in the middle at least. Then you maybe have like 80% of the nutrients intact.
I'm not even advertising this video. I do take these every single day because they're the best in the industry. So first off, we got Poseidon blood, and that's the inside, just this red powder, kind of looks like beetroot powder because there is beetroot in it. There's also pomegranate. Shilajit, which if you don't know is great for testosterone. Like, it is insane actually. So we're just going to do 1 scoop of this.
Oh man, this is wrong. What it does is, because testosterone is an antioxidant, a lot of people are not aware of this. I don't blame you if you didn't know this. When you consume all kinds of toxins, then of course testosterone along with other antioxidants will be released as a response. That's it. It doesn't make you create more testosterone in the testicles, as in you won't actually have higher testosterone overall. If you want high testosterone, what you can do is eat testicles, and otherwise simply give your body enough to create your own testosterone, as in high cholesterol diets, high in animal foods, ideally raw animal foods. That's it. You eat eggs, butter, liver, animal fat, maybe some muscle meat also, brain, and you're gonna have high testosterone. There's really nothing more to it. There are no magic products out there that are gonna raise your testosterone, make it go sky high. It doesn't exist. It's actually a scam, and it's toxic for you, meaning that it's unhealthy. That's the problem. If it was only a scam and it wouldn't harm your health, then I wouldn't probably even talk about it.
Now we're adding some all-natural spring water. We are mixing this. Now I'm actually
Looks like blood. That's probably what you really want. For real, look at it. It's probably the marketing behind it. Yeah, clever.
not drinking this straight off the bat because I'm going to use it to swallow some pills. What's awesome about this too, man, a lot of people, they take probiotics for the gut health benefits because you should be taking probiotics, but this has 3.2 billion.
You don't need probiotics. There's no proof that they work whatsoever. You're taking what, capsules? Powders? What is in there? No, you just need to eat raw animal foods for your gut. That's it.
probiotics in it, and like that's high for just like a regular pill, and you get everything else in it. Deciding about this is one of my favorite supplements. This is a US exclusive, just so you know. It kind of sucks, but at the moment my distributor cannot ship out of America, so that is US exclusive. What we're gonna take with this, first of all, is going to be Eros Desire. This is my ashwagandha supplement. One pill, 650 milligrams of ashwagandha, but I'm actually going to be taking 2 pills just to up the ante a little bit. Next up.
Why does he do this, I wonder? He does consume a lot of plant toxins. I would love to hear the explanation behind it.
We have the best testosterone booster on the market, Aries Rage, and I'm popping 2 pills of this once again. 50 milligrams of zinc. It has 200 milligrams of maca. It has 400 milligrams of tonga ali.
Maca and what, toxic plants and roots? Why does he think that again? Because it's a response to the toxicity. That's it. It cannot be anything else. Zinc technically does help, but not if you take zinc in a supplement form as a pill or a powder. What you need to do is eat organs again, red meat. That's it. You just need to eat natural foods. Then the nutrients are bioavailable. It's actually real nutrients, vitamins and minerals that your body can absorb, assimilate.
This is boron, which has been scientifically proven to decrease estrogen by 39%. I believe that's the number, but that's obviously insane for HGH. This one is...
Decrease estrogen. We need estrogen as men also, just not as much as women. If it really has been proven to decrease your estrogen, then it must also decrease your testosterone, because that means that it messes with your hormones. That's it. There are no toxins or anything that messes with the hormones in your body that target specific hormones. There's no such thing. This has never been discovered. There's no proof for that. If anything messes with any of your hormones, it messes with all of them. The same way antibiotics work. They don't choose specific bacteria to eliminate. Such chemicals don't exist. That's unheard of. So if anything messes with any of your bacteria, hormones, whatever, then it messes with all of them, with your whole body. That should really be understood. Really don't mess around with these supplements and pills.
Killer. By the way, this...
Man, it's, yeah. All that he would need is just a glass of blood. That's it. Yeah, it would be coagulated. It wouldn't be liquid like that, but that's it. Blood has every nutrient. The hormones also. That's all that you need, man. Kind of sad.
Tastes really good, especially if you like beets, pomegranate. It kind of tastes like a fusion of those, like a fresh juice drink. It's really good. Now,
yeah, that's maybe all fine as such, especially if it would be fresh juices, but what's the point of any of this?
I love Type Rough 1.0. Here we go. I get roasted a lot because these are gummy form, and people are like, oh, dude, why would you not want something that tastes even better? Like, this is made for typically people 18 and under, just so it's a little bit safer way to get your vitamins. Tango 2.0 is amazing, but sometimes for the youth, like if you're 14 years old watching this...
Let me try to look it up online. I've never heard of this. The reason I wanted to look this up is because he's recommending it to a pretty young audience. The first ingredient is sodium citrate. Okay, that's already dangerous. And if it's the first ingredient, does it mean that there's a lot of it, or is it just in a random order? Usually not. Vitamin A as retinol. But from what source? What kind of vitamin A? The vitamin A in supplements has been proven to be toxic. There's a lot of papers that have been released about it. There's never been any proof that vitamin A as such, natural vitamin A from liver, for example, is toxic. Zero proof whatsoever. But you can get the toxicity from the supplements, yeah, from the fake vitamin A, which is a toxin, yeah. Pretty dangerous. This is not a good recommendation for his audience, especially for young guys who just fall for anything that a good-looking guy says because they want to be like him. You have to be more responsible with these recommendations. If he's making money through this, I get it. I get that you cannot sell blood and raw meat. Well, you could technically, but that's harder than selling supplements and linking them. I get it, and you need to survive somehow, but I'm sure that you could make money some other way. I'm sure that you could. I don't think that this is the right way to do it. I have vitamin C as ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is only the outer layer of vitamin C. There's around 8 compounds of vitamin C, meaning that that's not actual vitamin C then, if that's actually only ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is nothing, basically. It's not a vitamin. Vitamin D, so the actual real vitamin D, but again, what source? The wool from sheep, or what? Can that actually be used by the body? The cyanide, fake B12, it's going to produce a lot of adrenaline in the body. It's going to give you a boost, a stress kind of fight or flight boost. This is bad, actually. Yeah, glucose, choline, again, artificial minerals, atherosclerosis. This is bad.
It can be a little bit intense with the nutrients, so I would advocate getting 1.0. This still has all the nutrients you need, but it's not quite as aggressive. Oh, it tastes so good, man. It is, I believe it's like strawberry gummy bears. Really good.
Real nutrients don't come from something that looks like a gummy bear and tastes like strawberries.
I'm about to eat essentially my one meal of the day. Later on, you guys are going to see I have a very small snack of only like 300 calories. But right now, we have the goods. So this is going to be, altogether, it is 1 pound of grass-fed beef. It is 10 eggs, and it is roughly 1 cup of cheddar cheese. A little bit low in calories. I'm trying to cut down just a little bit of weight, get a little bit leaner. But that's what I'm going to eat right now. That is it.
It's dangerous to promote this kind of lifestyle of getting leaner and using all of these synthetic supplements. Even leaner than that. I mean, okay, he doesn't actually say you should do that too. To be fair, he can do whatever he wants to, as long as he feels good. But obviously, when you have a young and impressionable audience, they will just listen to it as if that's what they are supposed to do themselves. That's something that Austin has to be aware of, who watches his videos, because realistically it's a bunch of guys who are 16 to 25, probably for the most part.
And then I might snack on a little bit of cheese. I'm going to walk for an hour, get a whole bunch of work done, and I'm actually going to do a little unboxing of some stuff I picked up today. If you guys have ever seen one of my vlogs, I don't film myself eating just because I want to enjoy the food. But yeah, that is...
The meal looks like a typical carnivore diet meal. Very overcooked ground meat, eggs. It's better than what most people eat today. Some kind of sandwich with lettuce, tomatoes, and some processed meat. Yeah, for sure. It's just that if you buy grass-fed beef, why not make steak tartare? You use the beef, put it in a bowl, and then put some raw eggs inside. If the eggs are good, I wouldn't know. You mix it all up. Maybe add something else to it, which aligns with your diet, your goals. Some kind of taste, flavoring, if you need that. Not that you really do, but if you're not used to eating that, then at least you get way more nutrients, and you're fuller also. Actually, because he said that he wants to cut down on the food that he eats because of his body fat. If you eat food with more micronutrients, you automatically want to eat less. So a bowl of raw eggs and raw meat would satiate you way better. You would overall end up eating less food, which would be probably better for you anyway. I get that it may not be that easy to get into raw meat and eggs right away, but it's a bit too overcooked. Then at least cook it just for like 30 seconds.
Let's get it. Forgot to show you guys all of the groceries that I picked up. So we got 180 days. That should last me like 2 to 3 weeks or 18 days. Now we have obviously all the beef, 4 packages total, 2 in the fridge. And I also picked up 2 big bags of cheese. Each one should last like a week, maybe 2. That's basically all I eat for the entire day. So in the evening, what I'm gonna do is I have one package of ham. This is just like sandwich meat, and I actually toast it with a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and that is all I will have for the entire day. Total calories on average is like
Interesting, he doesn't eat any carbs at all. Right? 0 carb, basically. Not that that's possible. But he doesn't always eat like this, so that's fine, probably. I'm getting vibes of a little bit of an ED, slightly. You've got the working out, the supplements, the exhaustion. But sometimes when you work as a model, which he said he's retiring from, maybe he hasn't yet, then people do go on a little bit extreme diets, as in they restrict themselves too much, which seems like the case here.
First things first is I picked up some anime figures from Dragon Ball, the best anime of all time. This one though,
I used to watch that as a child, but that's interesting because those anime figures, especially in Dragon Ball, they show these guys with very low body fat as if they have been on steroids for 30 years. If you've seen it, then you know what I mean. Really unnatural, unrealistic bodies. Maybe that's kind of what inspired him. Alright, at least he ate very good food as a teenager and grew to be tall and pretty well developed. Of course, he has good genetics anyway, but that's really what pushed him to the limit, so to speak, to a good limit. He really made the best out of his genetics because of the overconsumption of grass-fed beef and the raw milk, of course, and everything that he named. As you know, I like Austin Wayne. He's a cool guy. A subscriber of mine also met him in real life, and he said that he's a nice guy. He helps people out. Maybe not necessarily with the right recommendations, but that's not on purpose, I think. This topic of supplements, powders, synthetic ingredients is not something that people really understand today. He does also say that people should be eating organs, drinking blood and whatnot, which is why I'm sure that he understands that really naturally this is what you should be consuming. But I think that he also sells some of these supplements, correct me if I'm wrong, which is why he needs to promote them, if it's those specifically, or at least promote the idea of taking that kind of stuff. As I said, he also looks pretty exhausted because his body fat is low. He only eats once a day, drinks coffee also. He works out maybe a bit too much. It's a little bit too stressful of a lifestyle. If he would reduce, at least limit all of that, the stress, then he would look healthier. He looks good, don't get me wrong, but you can look as good as you want to. When you look unhealthy, which he doesn't, but he looks slightly unhealthy because of the dark eye circles, it does make you look worse. It doesn't necessarily make you look unattractive, of course. Women see that he's tall. They essentially just want to reproduce with him because of the potential children that they could have with him. The dark eye circles are not gonna stop anybody from doing that. But still, it's not repulsive, obviously. But it does give you just this idea in your head, there's something not exactly right with him. Something about his lifestyle, his health is not optimal. If you're just an average guy and you look unhealthy on top of that, it's gonna make you look a lot worse. In his case, because he's good looking and tall, it doesn't obviously destroy him by any means. He would just look even better if he would actually look properly healthy. I would really recommend cutting down on the stress and eating more raw animal foods. And if you somehow can make money any other way, then stop with the supplements yourself and stop promoting them all together. Yeah, that's it. Still, a cool guy. I wish him all the best. Thanks for watching, guys.